As the field of LCMS is ever expanding, not only from the technology perspective, but also from the fact that it is a universal detector, that it can be found in various labs, from the clinical setting to environmental labs to food labs, one issue that is ever present is contamination. Because of the fact that the different sample types can be really challenging, sample prep can be challenging, and when contamination poses itself, it tends to affect not only sensitivity, but also reproducibility and anything along the lines of data analysis. So triple quads are not immune to this, and it's an issue that is ever present. At PerkinElmer, what we have developed is our QSight LCMS MS system platform, which we have taken into account the fact that contamination, a very key core issue that customers are facing, and we have developed that further, introducing our Stay Clean technology. And in our Stay Clean technology, this has essentially eliminated the need for maintenance done on the system, and has given the user, of course, more efficiency, more reliability for the system. Our Stay Clean technology is comprised of three key features. That is starting from the ionization, going all the way down to the ion guides. And one common theme that we have is it's flow-based, being that they're taking advantage of gases to essentially transport the ions. And that starts with the ionization source. So our electrospray ESI ionization source is a coaxial flow design, meaning that it has an optimal transmission efficiency of the ions into the mass spectrometer with the 90-degree coaxial angle. It is essentially getting the most amount of ions into the mass spectrometer, getting the most optimum ionization. The second component is called our HSID interface. HSID stands for hot surface induced desolvation. Essentially what we're doing is, after ionization, the ions are coming into the mass spec, and we are taking them in essentially with a laminar flow gas that are transporting the ions. And in this particular interface, we're using hot surface to essentially not allow anything to settle or stick inside of the mass spectrometer, which then the laminar flow will then guide it to the further stages of the mass spec. The second part of the acronym of HSID, the induced desolvation, is another advantage that we have with this particular interface, in that we are furthering the desolvation process. We are making more ions, we're making it more efficient. After the HSID interface, then we go into the next part of the mass spectrometer, which is the laminar flow ion guide. So we're taking this laminar flow gas that started in the HSID, it's guiding the ions through the mass spec, and we're going to the laminar flow ion guide, which also takes advantage of the gas flow, which I mentioned is a common theme that we are seeing throughout the mass spec, from the ionization all the way to the ion guides. And we're guiding the ions with a gas flow, pushing them through the different vacuum areas into the first quad, the first mass filter, which is also under low pressure. This particular advantage is that we're not using an electrical current to essentially transport, to push the ions. We're essentially using a gas flow to push the ions, meaning no optimization, no discrimination between low and high masses. So in conclusion, the flow-based nature of our mass spectrometer allows the user to not only save more time because of the little maintenance and little downtime that they're experiencing, but even in tough applications such as on the clinical side to the environmental side, looking at PFAS, looking at pesticides, the customer, the user can benefit from these particular advantages.